right, here we are, I think. Wow, there's always something to contend with as my countdown timer is going on. Maybe this is why we use countdown tires. Everything blew up again. I think I've got us back on track, though. We'll see when I get to the demonstration. So welcome, everybody, to Social Strategies Simplified with Sue, where we break down the social media strategies of top industry professionals who are doing amazing things to get extraordinary reach and ROI on their efforts while actually creating less. And you'll see what that means. But for now, if you are not in the industry of the person being demonstrated, do not worry, as these strategies and best practices are universal and can be applied to any business. So tune in either way. Now, if you're here with me live, give me a hashtag live. If you are watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And if you would like to get access to a repository where every episode is accessible to you along with other tips and tutorials, go ahead and drop your email at socialmediavault.com. And when it is live, you will be the first to get access. So we are going to dive in to check out what Minh Nguyen has on some of the spokes from his hub and spoke model. So we always like to do a quick recap in case you were not here with us earlier in the week, and also to set some context. So we started off by talking about what a great strategy Minh Nguyen has for his lending social media presence, because this is his page, this is someone else's page, this is someone else's page, and this is yet another person's page, who all work for the same mortgage company. Though this is very common in the real estate business. But who stands out? Minh. So we talked briefly about how, one, he stands out here. We know he's a video guy who loves mortgages. He has created an extraordinary hub of content through this lead magnet, which is a downloadable 61-page PDF. But don't let that scare you, because I know in your expertise and whatever business you are in, you have the ability to create something like this or repurpose something that has been given to you from your company. Now, we then went on to how on his YouTube channel, he is live streaming on YouTube and on Facebook, and then on Tuesdays on Instagram. And how we can see from the content that he creates that he is taking all of the topics that are represented in his wonderful, specifically branded PDF download on everything you need to know about mortgages. So the idea is that even though that may sound overwhelming to start with, once you create something like that, that becomes your strategy, that becomes your content calendar. You have an outline for everything that you know and that you deliver within your genius and expertise that you can pull from to then place across social media. So yesterday we talked about his YouTube channel, and I was very excited to see how he had created a new video that specifically was talking about the updates that he made to that PDF. So it was a direct demonstration of that hub and spoke model. So what I wanted to show you today then is, yes, he has this lovely background image, greatly branded, that says, I go live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. So he's using all of these channels, but he does a cross integration in a smart way. So if we hop on over to his Facebook channel, which is spoke number 2 on day 2 of our spoke conversation, we can see his Facebook page here. You can see the similar branding. He's highlighting clearly. He loves mortgages. He's in his favorite t-shirt that we always see Minh wearing and sporting when he excitedly talks about mortgages. We see, again, that same banner that shows us when he's going live, Mondays and Wednesdays on Facebook and YouTube, 6:30 on Thursdays on Instagram. So we know that wherever his audience might be, he is going to meet them there. Now, the idea behind this whole hub and spoke model and the strategy is to take the fear away, or to take that daunting mindset away of, oh, I have to be everywhere, right? First, I always like to say, no, you don't have to be everywhere. Get good at the one thing first. then when you have a model like this, it becomes easier to then be in the other places that you would like to be. So especially in the world of lending and finance and law, a lot of people feel like their only platform perhaps is LinkedIn, because they're thinking of the professional person who has the finances to be able to work with them. But when you think about the wide diversity of your potential audience, it could be empty nesters, it could be first-time home buyers, somewhere in between. And if you think of that in context of social media channels, that could be anything from TikTok to MySpace. Oh, wait, that's gone? But you know what I'm saying. So you can find audience on any channel, and it's much less daunting when you have a structure and a process in place that allows you to create content that you can then easily tweak to meet the audience and the channel, but cross-place so that you have that system in place and you're reaching everyone who needs your services and support. So we can see he does a great job of that on Facebook because he's streaming live on 2 channels, Facebook and YouTube. And then he meets his audience directly here. So if we scroll down, you can see right out of the gate, right? We talk in social media about scroll stoppers. And that, I've seen this before, and it still made me want to stop again. He's so excited about mortgages. He's got his t-shirt on. His videos have that pop to let you know what's happening. And again, what this is the complete home buying process. That's his PDF, right? So everything is not only on brand, but it's reuse and repurpose of content in a different form that now he presents on another channel in something in a way that he has so much fun with and he engages his audience. So as we scroll down a little bit more, you can see here what he was talking about, or what he's talking about today. He does a post that looks just like the header of that PDF document that we looked at the cover of that PDF document, talking about using a mortgage calculator. So this is what he's going to be talking about tonight on his Facebook page at 9 p.m. So when we come over, and this is why I was on this page, here he is talking about things you can see that you'll see in his Facebook scroll. Hazard insurance, calculations, debt to income ratio. So he's got this here. This is his PDF, his long-lasting, mostly evergreen PDF document that serves as his lead magnet, that when we come over and we look at his Facebook page and we map it out, he's got the calculator here. He has another post down here about online mortgage calculators. He does a video on that, hazard insurance. So these are things that we can directly see when we break it down that he has created in this lead magnet, that he has branded, as you can see from the imagery. If we go back to the first page and we take a look, hey, that looks awful familiar, doesn't it? So it's about creating that hub piece of content that you can then take those spokes out of to create bits and pieces that you place across other channels, but also staying really on brand. And that simplifies the process, right? You set up a standard template that you use from Canva, update to change titles and dates if you need. You have your content like a calendar in this larger form document. You take pieces of content and structures and bullet points that you then do videos with or go live. And then in order to keep your audience aware, you do posts like the ones he's done here that let people know, here he's continuing to educate. And then here he has an on-brand alert letting us know that he's going live and this is a topic that's in that PDF. Now, the other thing people often ask me about this is, well, am I overdoing it? Am I talking about the same thing? But that is not the case because, one, if we download this document because Minh has engaged us so well on his first landing page, are you really going to read all 61 pages of that document, right? You're probably not. And even if you do, even if you are somebody who sits down and reads this entire document on mortgages, isn't it so much more helpful if then you can come over to Min's Facebook page, watch him go live, and have a conversation about that topic where you can actually type in questions and have him answer you. So it's not overdoing it because, again, you're probably not going to read the whole document, but now you're in his email campaign list. 2, if you do read the document, there's probably still some questions you have as far as how those things apply to you. And then he can help alleviate any anxiety or concerns or questions by going live from a index of topics that he has already created that he knows in his expertise. So it's easy for him to have these conversations, and then people hop on and they ask questions and he comes on. And then what we're going to talk about on day 5, which is our keep engaging, is how he does come back to a lot of these posts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and engage with his audience and answer questions. And he also does have some people that support him in this process as he's doing this for his team. So it answers a lot of questions and adds clarity to the document that you may have perhaps already downloaded. And then it also serves in reverse, where if someone's not yet on his mailing list and he's going live and educating you in this way on those topics, he can say, hey, for more information, make sure to download my book on everything you need to know about a mortgage. You type your email address in there. Now you're following his videos, you're on his email list, and he can stay in touch with you to continue to provide you with the clarity and expertise that you need until you're ready to hire him as your lender. So that is today's example about how we follow that process from a big hub piece of content that serves to guide you through different spokes that you can create and easily replicate and reproduce across the social media landscape to meet your audience where they are at. So once you've set this up, it becomes much more simple, structured, and a day-to-day that you can really manage so that you can be in your genius and do the things that you love to do in your business, engaging with those live humans and serving them in the way that you do. So if you have any questions, please drop me a note in the comments. If you want to be alerted when I go live, drop a hashtag me in the comments and I will let you know. And feel free to peruse what Min has done. And if you would like to replicate that for your process, I would love to help you out in making that process simple for you that you can reuse and repurpose throughout the course of your business. So tomorrow we'll be back to see what Min is doing on Instagram and how he continues to repurpose this content in a savvy way to stay connected with his people and serve them until they're ready to work directly with him one-on-one. So if you have anybody that you have seen out there that you think is doing amazing things on social media and you want to see a breakdown of their work, or perhaps it's yours, let me know. Drop their name in the comments or feel free to PM me and I'll take a look and they might be my next victim. I will see you tomorrow.